While our panels are drying, we can go ahead and set up our router table to cut the mortise into our legs. We're using a 1/2 inch bit for this router cut since the overall thickness of our panel is 1 inch. We're going to be using a standard 3/4 inch deep mortise for this leg, so we can take a scrap block with that measurement applied to help align to our cutting bit. Once we have locked the height of our bit, we now need to set our fence to the appropriate reveal on each edge of the leg. So we chose to do a 1 inch reveal from the edge of the leg to the front of the skirt board. This is a pretty standard measurement for skirting, but it can be changed depending on your project preferences. To keep our skirting flush with the top of our leg, we need to set up stop blocks on our router table to make sure we're not cutting too long of a mortise into our leg. We can plunge one side of the mortise cut and then run the other against a separate stop block to also avoid moving our fence for 2 different positions. Now that we've cut the mortise into our legs, we can go ahead and rip our panels down to their final width of 12 inches and cut them down to the final length for each skirt. We can also plane them down to their final thickness and get ready to cut the tenons into these panels. For the tenons, we chose to do an 1/8 inch shoulder on one side with a 3/8 inch shoulder on the other to help keep that 1 inch reveal from the edge of our leg to the front of our skirt. Our fence is set to cut a 3/4 inch tenon to match the 3/4 inch deep mortise on our legs. Once we cut all of our 1/8 inch shoulders, we can adjust the height of our cutting bit while leaving the fence in the same position to cut the 3/8 inch shoulder on the other side. We're also going to make another 3/8 inch cut on the bottom side of our skirt board while leaving the top flush. Since our router created a round pocket at the bottom of our mortise, we're just going to round over these tenons with a sander to make sure that they fit well. Once we've tested our fit, we can go ahead and install some pocket holes into the inside of our skirting, which will be used to assemble our table base later.